Hey, everybody, welcome to the Market Minute. And on this episode, we are looking at commons and rare rainbow foils, kind of searching for those diamonds in the rough. Why are we doing this? Well, because we know that LSS does not reprint rainbow foils. They recently made it official with a policy update on their website that they do not reprint rainbow foils once it's printed in a set. So there are some rainbow foils that are out there that are really holding some value. And I found six that are pretty interesting. So let's dive in and look. The first one is Reaping Blade from Crucible at War. This rainbow foil is cooking. You can see that time of recording, $19.99. Findel's collection is saying that this is just over one per day sold over the last week. So they are selling at this price as well. High sale price was almost $30, probably just a one-off there. But this card's kind of been sticking in this range for a couple weeks now. You can see the graph there as this moves up, which this one was pretty surprising for me to see this. But again, this card won't be reprinted in rainbow foil. It's at $20. It's much more accessible bling than the cold foil. I believe the cold foil in Tampa, when I was looking at it, was like around 100. So I'm sure that's gone up, maybe 150 or so. Actually not sure. Yeah, this rainbow foil, it's played in Florian, it's played in Viserai. Those two decks are very popular right now. And Crucible at War is just, we're getting further away from it. So this card, already was kind of a hard pull. I've opened a lot of Crucible at War. Not the easiest pull to get on this rainbow foil. It is a rare, so it comes in that rare rainbow foil slot. But a little bit surprising, but it is holding there and holding pat. So just a little diamond in the rough. If you have a couple extra of these, maybe you can fling them off, trade them, sell them, pick up some more cards for your collection. All right, second card here is actually Run Roughshod Rainbow Foil from the Armory deck KO. I think this one here is just, we're getting kind of far away from the KO Armory deck, and it's just not being opened as much, right? The hype really isn't there. So we're just seeing inventory dwindle down on this one. Time of recording, we have 5 rainbow foils on TCG Player coming in at $24.98. High sale price over the last 3 months, $29.70 according to TCG Player. So this one's been bouncing around above 20 for a minute now. And just really interesting to see the KO deck, kind of hold this value inside of it, right? If you don't, I would say if you don't have a KO deck, you can go out and grab 2 of them. You get a rainbow foil, you get 1 rainbow foil and 2 non-foils. And if you don't play rainbow foil on Brute, you could spin off the 2 rainbow foils that you get almost $50 back from that $80 investment on these cards. So technically you could get, and then you have all the double sash like that, right? So you could almost, just grab 2 armory decks and sell the cards, sell your extras out of it, and make your money back. So really good deal if you don't have those, but just interesting to see how these armory decks are shaping up, right? As we get further away from them, and people stop opening them. They were limited to 12 per store that's running armories, so maybe that's a factor as well. I don't see them being limited, right? Locally, I have, some on the shelf still, so it's not like a I don't think this deck is disappearing off shelves just yet. But interesting rainbow foil. This is a rare, $25. All right, next rare rainbow foil is Looking for a Scrap, currently sitting at $9. Right now there is 9 rainbow foils on TCG Player. High sale price, $9.95. I think this one's been seeing some play, and especially since IRA was announced. I think it jumped up quite a bit, and then we saw it in the stream as well being played, and just an overall decent card in certain decks, and outsiders, not opened a ton anymore. So if you want those rainbow foils, you're going to have to go out and grab these now. So $9. If you got a couple, dig through those bins of outsiders, dig through your binders, right? If you don't play rainbow foils and you just got a couple of these laying around from when you opened outsiders, go find them and trade them off, sell them up, get a little value out of it. All right, next card here, Sigil of Solace from WTR Unlimited. This one, $7.69. This thing is just chugging along right now. There is a ton of these on TCG Player. It's just staying at $7.69. Obviously, Rosetta hyped this up. Definitely was pushing this up. You can see the chart there. It's just been going up and up, right? I think the reprint policy also kind of like woke people up to the idea that, hey, some of these old rainbow foils will not be reprinted in the future. So if you don't get them from WTR, you won't have them. As we move further away from WTR, maybe that's the case with this card as well. 3-month snapshot, $14.95. I'm guessing that was maybe at the height of Rosetta spoilers, right? When we saw life gain was a huge deal. This card probably got snapped up in a big way, but it settled back down at just under $8. Yeah, just I think it's pretty much stuck there-ish right now. I don't see it going up, don't see it go down. Again, current listings, there's 51 rainbow foils actually on TCG Player time of recording. So just kind of not going to move, but nice to know that there's an $8 card in your binder. Go check it out. Just a very interesting old card that is going to see play for a long time. All right, in the fifth card here is Winter's Bite. This one is a little bit of a nod to the future. I wanted to talk about this one. Sitting at $3.18. Just about 20 rainbow foils or 20 cards to get to $5 on this guy. 3-month snapshot shows that high sold price is just over $5. So it did go there and it filled back in. There's going to be a lot of inventory of this card, to be honest, but this card is very good. I could see it being played in Jaw. It is an ice action. It is 0. It does tax your opponent, will give them a frostbite in their equipment slot that you exposed. So the only downside is that for Jaw is that it is a 2-block, but the card text is so good. As Lexi was leaving the meta, this became maybe one of the best cards in their deck, right? Everyone kind of caught on quickly, like, hey, Winter's Bite. I think there were even some people were running rainbows of these, or at least yellows too. So if you like to bling out your deck, might not be a bad idea to grab them at $3. Again, I think there's a lot of Tales of Ari out there, so there will be some fill. Like I said, 20 rainbow foils to $5. So it's not going to spike quickly unless it gets bought out. But like I said, if you're going to be playing Draw and you want it fully rainbow foiled, might not be a bad idea to pick up the blues of this card. And our last one here, this one surprised me a bit. Aether Quickening Red from Dynasty, sitting at $9.95 right now. There is 4 rainbow foils time of recording. Yeah, so it's just super thin inventory, right? High sale price. This one's at $2.95. So really, we just saw the inventory disappear. And then now we got a new set price at $9.95. Does it stay at that? Does it start selling at that? Not really sure. I think, this probably spurred on by a Cilio hype over the last, month or so. This one could come down, but just interesting. If you have some of these laying around, maybe try to sell them or try to trade them to your friends that are playing Acilio and like to foil out their decks. But just interesting to see the inventory so low on these, right? Dynasty was a interesting set to open. Remember that set? We had the split assassin slot and the regular slot, and it made the rainbow foils kind of interesting to open. Sometimes dynasty foils were just like super hard to get a hold of, and I think that's what we're seeing here with Aether Quickening and just dynasty foils in general, right? Like Shred and things like that are always kind of popping off. $5 to $10 range, even more sometimes. So keep an eye on that. But that is the last card for this episode. Thanks everybody for watching. A little bit of an interesting episode, some hidden gems in those rainbow foils, commons and rares. I'll catch you next time. Peace.